Man, I just really want to talk about how video game music can make so much more of an impact than a score from a film. And I don't mean to discredit any of the work from Hans Zimmer and John Williams and Howard Shore, because it's all incredible. The difference to me is when you're watching a movie, you are witnessing the story, whereas when you're playing a game, the story is yours. And the best way I can hopefully get this point across is with two examples, one being Elden Ring. You hear the first theme right when you boot up the game, the main Elden Ring. It's so huge and you have no idea the massive journey you're about to go on, but you're just tarnished. You're just lowly tarnished. And skipping all the way to the end, you finally reach Radigan. And you think, oh yeah, because it's the Elden Ring and he's with the Elden Ring. But no, man, that's yours. That theme is yours. The Tarnished is your journey. You're becoming Elden Lord. Their time's past. And that's why that hits real deep first. And then as soon as you beat him, then you get the Elden Beast. There were 2 or 3 times in Elden Ring where my breath was just taken away. 2 by visuals, 1 by music. Hearing the Elden Beast, it starts off you're so alone already. You're just by yourself, and you see the literal manifestation of order according to its remembrance, and you just realize that being Elden Lord doesn't mean anything. Being Elden Lord is just a tiny blip of the big picture of the entire cosmos, because there's something so much bigger happening. And seeing the Elden Beast and how it's so strange, and you can tell it's just otherworldly, you don't know where it's come from. All you know, it's linked to the fingers, but even the sword, even his sword, or its sword, you can tell, like, even looking at the hilt, it looks like it's from Radigan. It looks like his legs are twisted up, and you can kind of see the rib cage up by the crossguard. So even this huge monumental thing, this huge story about shattering the Elden Ring, and they're still just a tool. They're still just a tool for them. And then the music swells and you just feel so tiny. Like it didn't matter at all. And not in a bad way, but it's just so heavy to me. It's such a huge impact. Because it was my story. It was for me. I wasn't watching somebody else's. This is something I went through. And my second example is Final Fantasy XIV. I really hate that people have to go through 120 hours before it gets good. Because it's such a huge, monumental thing to ask. Because if you know, you know. If you've been through it, you know. It's hard. It's difficult. But again, the impact, going through Heavensward, Stormblood, Shadowbringers, and finally, at Endwalker, at that final trial of 6.0. I don't want to say much because it's spoilers. The boss doesn't even have a theme. It's all yours. And it just gives me this feeling of, we have one shot. This is it. If we fail, everything's over. It's done. It goes through each boss theme of each expansion. And it just fills me up so much with inspiration, determination. You are filled with determination. A film can never even come close to that, to me. I've been moved very much by a score of a film. Like I said with Hans Zimmer, with Gladiator, one of my top favorite scores of all time was for that movie. Every time I watch The Fellowship of the Ring, that final scene with Boromir, it crushes me every time. But nothing compares to going through this story of growth over don't even know how many years it was from A Realm Reborn to Endwalker. But man, it's so much more than a 2, 3, 4-hour movie. Or I guess 12 if you count like all Lord of the Rings. You've been in this entire journey, but you've seen your friends grow, you've seen them fall, you've done it yourself. Not even you, your player character, but you as a person. And they pull it off so perfectly. I can't imagine how hard it is to put a period on an MMO's story, but they did. And it didn't hit me so hard whenever I first did it, because I was going through a difficult time, and I just didn't give it the emotional respect it deserved, and I felt really bad. Being on that huge journey that takes so long, it's so many years. I just recently watched the Grinding Gear guys. They've just finished it, and it's just beautiful every time. It really just doesn't get much better than that. Nothing impacts me more than video game music, man. Going back to FromSoft, when you finally reach the final boss of Dark Souls 3, everybody knows where I'm going with it. But it's not even about Gwyn's piano notes to me. It's that first build-up. The build-up when you're just running towards each other. It's just that feeling of everything rests on this. It's all culminated down to this. And that fills me so much. Like, I'm starting to sweat just thinking about it. And I'm not even playing the game. I'm not even listening to the music right now. And it just, the memory of it. The stories you get to be a part of are just so huge. I don't know how to close it out. I don't know how to finish this. I just really love video game music. That's all.